This mouse costs $70, this one costs $200. And after using both side by side, I genuinely can't tell you which one I'd pick. Now, Attack Shark cloned every popular mouse shape on the market. The G Pro Superlight, the Viper, the Final Mouse, the Dead Adder. And at $60 to $70, the difference between the clone and the original is basically gone. So I asked them to send me their best-selling lineup to test, no sponsor, no obligation, just wanted to see if the hype is real. And for one of these, I genuinely don't see the point at the full price. So in this video, I'm going through every single one, full ranking at the end, and I'm starting with the cheapest ones. Now, starting at $30, the X3. And this is actually the mouse that put Attack Shark on the map, because it's basically a smaller G Pro Superlight with the hourglass shape. Now, quick thing on the hand sizes I'll throw around in this video. Treat them as a rough starting point, not rules. If you already tested a bunch of shapes, you know what fits you. If you haven't, these are safe ranges to work around, not gospel. So for the X3, if you have hands around like 17 to 18 centimeter and you use like a claw or a fingertip, this is like a super safe target. Now, if that's you, the shape is one of the best you can hold for $30. I've had this one for almost like 4 months at this point, and even with like on and off use, the coating is still like super good. It has no shine, no peeling, no sweat staining like you usually see on like cheap plastic shells. Now, the performance at 1000 Hz is solid. I didn't have like any tracking issues on any of my pads. Now, the only real downside, stock skates are not great. They're fine on like cloth pad, but if you use like a glass pad, swap them out for dot skates immediately. And at this price range, there's also the X11 at like $29. This one basically copies the Viper shape, it works fine, nothing broken, but at like 63 grams, it's just too heavy in my opinion. And there's this annoying sleep issue with the dongle where it disconnects if you leave it idle. So in my opinion, at this price range, the X3 is just like a better mouse in general. Now, quick aside before we get into the ultras, if you're hearing Attack Shark and you're thinking, oh my god, this is that malware brand that I've heard about, yeah, that was real. July 2025, their G3 Pro software had like X-Red malware in it. Now, they acknowledge it and they fixed it since then. And now they even have like a web driver that runs in your browser. You have nothing to install. You open the browser, you configure your DPI, polling rate, save to onboard memory, and you're done. Now, QC across the lineup that I tested was clean. No scroll wheel rattle, no loose buttons, no sensor issues even on glass. And yes, Lamzu, VXC, MCHOs all exist. All are super good. Attack Shark is just that type of brand that has the widest lineup that clones every shape. So now let's look at the ultras. Starting with the X8 Ultra. It's like a $60 GPX shape, 55 grams. If you have like medium to large hands, let's say like 18 to 20 centimeter hand, use like a palm or like a claw grip, this is your shape. It even works with a fingertip. Now, this is lighter than the actual Superlight, lighter than the new Super Strike, and it's at a third of the price. It also has this nano ice coating that keeps your hand cool and dry through long sessions. At least that's what they say. Clicks are Omron optical, which are fine, nothing crazy, but nothing that bothered me either. So if you've been thinking about a Superlight, just don't. Get this instead, to be honest. Next, we have the Air 5 Ultra at $70. And this is the one people have been hyping for a while. And after using it, I kinda get it. It's like a Final Mouse ULX shape, 39 grams, carbon fiber shell. If you're like a claw or like a fingertip player with mid-sized hands, 17 to 19 centimeter, this is the shape for you in my opinion. Now, even at that weight, it doesn't feel hollow or cheap. It feels dense, solid, like there's a real engineering behind it. Clicks are also mega satisfying, no pre-travel, clean tactile bottom out. Tracking was super clean for me, glass pad included, battery is solid, around like 50 to 60 hours, basically the same as what you get on flagship at this weight class. And this is what I was talking about at the start. I have the Final Mouse ULX Prophecy, is like a $200 mouse. It's sold in limited drops and the QC on it is honestly super questionable. Now, I put my Prophecy next to the R5 Ultra and switch between them. They're like within a few grams of each other on the scale. Same kind of shape and feel in the hand. Clicks feel almost identical, to be honest. Glide on the same pad almost identical. And if you handed me both with eyes closed, I generally don't know which one I'd say is like $200. And that's what I mean about the price difference disappearing. $70 available on Amazon, you can buy it right now. $200 maybe you can get it in the next drop if that doesn't sell out instantly. So at $70 the difference between clone and original is gone. And whether that's enough to make this the best mouse here, you will have to wait till the end to find out. But here is the thing, that doesn't hold for everything in this lineup. So next we have the R11 Ultra. And at the moment you can find it around like $93. It's like 49 grams, full carbon fiber injection body, and here is what nobody tells you about carbon fiber at this price. Now, most of it is plastic with a carbon weave on top for the look. And from what I tested, this one isn't. When I did a squeeze test, it had no flex, no creak under pressure. It has the same sensor as the rest of the Ultra lineup. It has also symmetric shape, mid-size, fits claw and fingertip. And if you want the most premium built Attack Shark mouse that you can get, this is kinda it. And the price gap to flagship that costs like 160, 180 at this point is still big enough that it makes sense. Next, let's look at the V8. It's $50 to $60. It copies the dead adder shape, ergonomic, palm grip, larger hands 19 to 21 centimeters and above. It's stable, it performs like the rest of the Ultra lineup, no complaints to be honest here. Only one thing, check the base when you get it. Some units have a barcode sticker thick enough to actually rub against your pad and mess with your glide, so just peel it off. Now if you like ergonomic, just get this, is kinda good. Now the X11 Ultra, and this is at the moment the one that they were really pushing as their flagship. So I made sure I give it a fair shot, head to head with the Viper V3 Pro, and I just couldn't justify it to be honest. It's the Viper V3 shape, carbon fiber, 63 grams, comes with a shark fin receiver with battery and polling rate indicators, and actually super similar with the dongle the V4 Pro ships with. Now at $110, you're not in the clone territory anymore. You're getting close to flagship prices. And to be honest, the closer comparison isn't with the new Viper V4 Pro, that's a different conversation. The V4 Pro has frame sync, which the X11 doesn't. The real comparison is with the V3 Pro, sitting on sale right now somewhere around $90 to $120, it really depends a lot on your region. The V3 Pro has like 54 grams, lighter than the X11 Ultra, flagship focus pro sensor, plus Razer warranty on top. Now about motion sync, both have it by the way. The X11 Ultra even lets you toggle it off and on. Razer is kinda built in, you can turn it off. But honestly, Razer just feels better overall. And after testing motion sync on a bunch of clones right now, Razer implementation still has the most natural feeling. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you the X11 Ultra is trash, because it isn't. The build is good, the sensor is fast, no QC issues in my copy at least, but at $110, the gap with the V3 Pro on a sale just isn't big enough to justify going clone over a flagship. If you catch the X11 Ultra on a deep sale, sure, but at full price, save the extra and just get like a V3 Pro and you're good. Now the whole reason Attack Shark works at $60 to $70 is because the difference between clone and original is huge. There's like free money you're saving. At $110, you barely save anything to be honest. And this is the part where every clone brand breaks. They try to go premium and forget what made them worth buying in the first place. And now here is my overall ranking of all the best selling mice that they sent to me. Now the best value overall, the Air 5 Ultra at $70. If you're like a claw or fingertip player and want the lightest serious mouse on the market for the money, this is kind of the answer. Now the second for me is the X8 Ultra at $60. If you have medium to large hands and you've been eyeing a super light for a while, get this and save just like the $90 or even more. And next we have the Air 11 Ultra at $93. Now if build quality is what you care about, just get this one. It's super solid to be honest. Fourth is the V8 at $50 to $60. It's just like a dead adder clone that does the trick. Fifth is the X3 at $30. It's for smaller hands if you use like a claw or like a fingertip, and if you like the shape that much, just upgrade to the X3 Pro and you have also 8K Hz and it is what it is. And here you can also add the X11, the normal one, not the Ultra. This is just like a $30 clone of the Viper V3 shape, and if you like the shape, just get this one. And last to be honest, the X11 Ultra at $110. At full price, the gap with the Viper V3 Pro on a sale just isn't there anymore. The V3 Pro is lighter, has flagship sensor, Razer warranty, and I would only look at this to be honest if it's on a sale and maybe goes for like $60 to $70. So basically Attack Shark works when the original is overpriced. At $60 to $70, the difference between a clone and original is so big that buying the clone makes a lot of sense. At $110 plus, that difference shrinks to almost nothing. At full price, just go flagship. On a sale, you can think about it maybe. Now, drop your current mouse and your grip styles in the comments, and if you're considering one of these, I'll tell you which one would actually fit you. And if you want to see more, check out the next video.